Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 2 and the featured contracts. And today's contract, It's Too Early, a remix set in Sapienza. So today's briefing, did you want to take more break? Haha, but you're just lucky he didn't kill you. And today's contract has been brought to us courtesy of Hitmanist. So today we have 5 contracts, or 5 targets, one of which must be killed with a sniping rifle. The other 4 can be killed any way we see fit, and there are no disguise limitations. So for this challenge today, I have opted to bring with me obviously a sniping rifle, stored up in the sewers, our ever trusty lockpick, a silenced pistol, and our electrocution phone. So, right from the start, off the bat, what we're going to do is we are going to make our way to the morgue area, which is just on the opposite side of the church to where we are currently, which is the harbour.
Hello there.
So we're just going to make our way up between the church and the morgue, and once we get through the gate here, we will see a door on our left and a door on our right. We want to stand by the door on our right until the gentleman you can see there moves away. And he comes out of the door on our left. So we're going to lockpick our way into the morgue, and we're going to lay ourselves on this gurney right here, and we're going to wait quite a while for the scientist to show up.
Room secure.
Leave me, Bernard. I want to be alone.
Ma'am.
So when the guard has left the room and the doors have closed behind him, we can then jump up and we can then render this young lady unconscious, and we can hide her body in the freezer provided. Now the reason we're doing this is if we let this scene all play out, then the scientist and the bodyguard, who is our target, will make their way back to the underground facility. So if we take out the scientist, the bodyguard will just stay on guard outside of the morgue. So once we've got the scientist safely tucked up, we can lockpick our way out through the front of the morgue as long as the mortician isn't around, as he wasn't for me, he was just leaving. We're going to make our way down into the sewers via the beach here, and we're going to use instinct to check on Mario's location because he does frequent this area, but he doesn't appear to be around at the moment, so we're free to make our way into the sewers, around to our right, and down to the end of the tunnel where we will find our sniping rifle stashed up. And with that in hand, we're now going to retrace our steps back to the morgue, and we're going to go and take care of our target. You don't have to do this right away, like I said. Once you've got the scientist out of the way, that bodyguard will remain outside the morgue on guard. He won't wander off anywhere. So you can come back for him at any time, but I figured we'd do it straight away. So with our sniping rifle in our briefcase in our hand, and making our way back to the morgue area, again being aware of the 2 gentlemen you can see who frequent this area, plus the priest as well. We need to keep a careful eye out for him because he actually enters into the morgue. These 2 do not. So once the coast is clear, we can re-enter the morgue, and I am gonna just double check that the coast is clear because I cannot seem to spot the priest anywhere, which is probably a good thing, and I should just get on with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to open the rear doors to the morgue and throw our briefcase in the corner of the room there, and hopefully that will attract the attention of our target and he will come in to investigate. Unfortunately this time round we have got the other guard who is permanently on guard outside of this room. So we're just going to wait for him to lose interest and go back to what he's doing, the whole time keeping an eye out for the priest, who literally does come into this very room. So once the guard has lost interest and left and the doors have closed, we're going to reopen the doors and rethrow our briefcase in the corner of the room, and hopefully this time we will get our target. Make sure you retrieve the briefcase. So this time we have engaged our target, and I have finally located the priest. And he's a long way off, so we've got plenty of time. So once the guard is in the corner of the room and the doors have closed, we can knock him out with our briefcase, grab his gun. We're going to grab his body and drag him into the morgue proper, which is the central of the 3 rooms. And we're going to go and retrieve our briefcase very, very quickly, just before the priest gets here, hopefully. Although I do think he is still quite a way off. So once we're safely in the morgue, we can take out our sniping rifle, eliminate our target, and hide his body in the freezer provided. So that's our target taken care of, who requires the sniping rifle kill. We are going to replace our sniping rifle, retrieve our briefcase, and we're going to make our way out of the morgue and into the church, where our second target is currently residing. And he frequents the upper pulpit area, or where I believe the choir usually congregate. There he is. But we are out of time a little bit, because the priest is about to make his way over and through here. So we're just waiting for a nice clear run where we can make our way into the back of the church and straight up the tower stairs. And we want to be able to make it straight past our target. We're going to continue on all the way up the stairs until we come to this toolbox here. We're going to drop our sniping rifle, select our silenced pistol, and we're going to crouch down and make our way back down to the curtained door, which is about 1 floor below us, and it's where our target is currently at. So as our target enters through that door, or exits through that doorway, we're going to shoot him in the head. If he's not here, you can just wait for him to return and shoot him before he goes through the curtain. So there we go. Target number 2 taken care of. So we're going to grab his body and we're going to drag him up 1 floor so that he's directly above the door with the curtain, which would be not this flight of stairs, the next flight of stairs just before where we've dropped our sniping rifle. So we're going to leave his body there, we're going to retrieve our sniping rifle and continue on up the tower. And from here we can take care of target number 3. So once we reach the top of the tower, we're going to crouch down, retrieve our sniping rifle once again, take aim over at the mansion where we will see our target, and if we zoom right in, our target will come and stand right by this window, or at least walk past it, so we can take him out. And he's all on his own in that part of the mansion, so his body won't be found. So with our third target now taken care of, we're going to use the drain pipe to ascend the descend the clock tower. And don't worry about when you get to the bottom, you will get spotted by a camera, but that's not important as the cameras is our next stop anyway. So we're going to exit the graveyard area and round into the crypt and lockpick our way into the crypt. And again, keeping an eye out for the priest who has actually just arrived here. We're going to make our way into the priest's cell as he has just arrived. We've got time to sneak up behind him, render him unconscious, and then take out the surveillance. If the priest is here, you can just wait him out in the crypt if you so wish. But as he had only just arrived, I knew I had time to sneak in behind him. So with the priest and the surveillance system taken care of, we are going to select our electrocution phone and we're going to make our way back past the morgue and up into the old town section of town and straight up the pathway here until we come to 2 security officers. Here they are. One of which is our target, so we're going to drop the phone on the floor by these 2 guards and pray that the right one picks up the phone, which it wasn't. So we're going to just collect the phone up before the guard we don't want to grab it grabs it. And then we're going to drop it again and just keep trying this trial and error until the guard we want, our target, spots the phone and goes to collect it. It can be a little bit tricky, but once the guard has the phone, we can then ring the phone and electrocute our third target, or fourth target should I say. So 4 down, 1 to go. Our last target is in the town hall, so we're going to make our way to the town hall building, which is just up the road here. We're going to go around the back of the building, behind the kitchens and the cafe area, where we find a drain pipe that we're going to send all the way to the very top and onto the ledge to our right, in through the window. Admire ourselves in the mirror briefly while we pull out our silenced pistol, and we're going to exit the office area here, make our way up the clock tower 1 floor and out the door through our left, or on our left, and just along the balcony out here we will come to a set of stairs with a heavily painted door leading us to our final target. So that's 5 targets taken care of. All that's left for us to do now is to escape, and all we're going to do is retrace our steps back down the 1 floor and back down via the drain pipe, just to avoid the cooks and the chef's assistants who frequent the area of the stairwell. So then we're just going to make our way back through the Market Square area and to our awaiting VW Beetle. So there we go, 1 more featured contract taken care of. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.